Hello, welcome to We Have Issues. I'm Anthony.
And I am Thor Odinson Wildcard the Third.
And I'm dead.
I'm Tina.
And we get together every week and talk about how we take our various issues that life throws our way and overcome them in order to get something done. Most recently, my best friend Steven and I have been working on a comic book called Deathless. But this week we're joined by our lovely significant others, KT Carlisle and Tina Todd. So welcome to the show and our lives. Thank you for joining us. Hey guys, how you doing over there?
I'm doing fantastic, Anthony. If I'm being completely honest, I wake up in the morning and I just piss excellence. So, how are you doing? Beautiful.
Couldn't be greater. So good.
No, I'm just kidding.
How about you? How are you doing?
I really am.
She's doing a hundo.
She's doing a hundo. Okay. And KT, how are you doing?
Anthony, how are you?
Oh well.
How is Anthony first?
Okay, first of all, me.
How are you as a unit?
As a unit, I feel like we're fantastic.
Oh yeah. Together,
yeah,
fantastic.
Separately.
Oh my God, separately, you're doing pretty well though.
I'm
She's been
doing great.
kicking butt with this new book idea. So for those of you who don't know, we like Steve and I, we work together, best friends, longest time. We make comic books. Tina, you are just like a goddess of just beauty and hairstylish things. KT Carlisle is an author of many leather-bound books, and
Nope.
many
Her books make my apartment
leather-bound
smell
books.
of rich mahogany.
Okay, so but we're all creative in our own various ways. But Katie's been working on a brand new book, which has been really cool. It's like a combination of Final Destination and You.
Yeah.
Like the show You.
Yeah.
And it's
Cool.
super cool.
I dig it.
I have been miserable at work. I have been
Tis the season,
dude. But what's funny though is, of course. So for everyone watching, I work retail. I've worked retail for 1 billion years, and it's always, it fluctuates with seasons and such, and sometimes it's fine. It's not. It hasn't even been the people recently. It hasn't even been like the customers. It's been the corporate aspect of it, just like slowly, like Colin Robinson in my soul. Just doing whatever they can to just like completely deplete me of any sort of like joy. They're just like, hey. What if you beg everyone to get credit card, like to get a Michael's credit card? And I'm just like, I'd rather not do that. And
come on.
they're
Will
like,
you,
yeah, but
will you get one?
Yeah, that's what they want us to
on.
like. They try to run us through like these role plays, and they're like, this is how you need to start every interaction. And they're like really trying to get us to sell these Michael's credit cards, and people don't want them. Like, generally speaking, of course, some people want them, but like generally speaking, like people laugh. They're like, I don't want that at all. And I'm like, yeah, I understand that because it's absurd, But they're getting so ridiculous with it that now they base our raises on them. Our performance reviews are 100% based on whether or not we've manipulated people into getting credit cards.
You're lying.
No.
That's
So,
crazy.
Tina, I've worked
Brick and mortars clinging to every last hope they can.
That's exactly what it is.
In 2024.
Yep, it's the desperate like death rattle of like, hey, we're gonna make sure we get we're gonna get all the greedy profits we possibly can while destroying all the people who work for us. But seriously, for like, I worked for this freaking company for so many years. This is the only year I've ever had anything below meets expectations on a review. Like, it's always been exceeds expectations, meets expectations. This year did not meet expectations, below expectations, like all this. They gave me a 13-cent raise. 13 cents, Tina. So yeah, I'm gonna quit that job. I'm quitting that job. Like, I'm gonna quit that job. I'm quitting that freaking job.
And the day you quit, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna rearrange stuff on the shelves and then leave.
You should. They honestly, if you're watching this right now, they don't even stop people from shoplifting. They just go in there.
Stop people from just steal.
Hit the Copic markers.
Yeah.
Hit the Copic markers
and then send them Steven's way.
Yeah, it's absurd. Like, but there's so many things.
We are incentivizing crime. We do not stand by any of these statements we just said.
Listen, I'm not actually Anthony. I'm wearing a costume now. This is
speaking of a steal, ladies and gentlemen. Legion's Arcana has some fantastic dice for a low price.
That is a great segue.
That is a
was
good.
good.
That was
That was great.
that was
That
the
was really good. So,
marketing.
fantastic dice for a very low price. Check out LibraStarCana.com. Use our promo code issues20 at checkout, and you can get 20% off your purchase. If you're into Dungeons and Dragons role playing of any sort, or just really like cool rocks, check them out. You can get all kinds of fun stuff. They have resin dice, metal dice, all kinds of specialty dice and glittery stuff, and it's fantastic. And we love them, and they seem to love us. And
And they support a lot of local stuff. Obviously, they supported the previous YouTube campaign of Dungeons and Dragons, and they agreed to, promote on our show too, because they're just awesome people who believe in awesome things. So we like to support companies and stuff that do that. So
yeah, heck yeah. Go check out LibraStarCana.com. Use the promo code issues20 at checkout, and you'll get 20% off. Speaking of that, I miss D&D. Like, we've been talking about.
Have to play some D&D.
I wish we could get you guys to just do like a one-off thing. Like, we should do that in lieu of doing like we have issues one week. We should just be like, all right, we have dice.
One-off campaign.
Yeah, like
we got to get someone funny to DM it though.
Yeah,
like maybe get like Papa Sean or Daniel.
I was just gonna say Sean.
I was gonna say, so Sean could do it. If Sean didn't want to do it, what we could do is we can get our friends at from Don't Make It Weird, and I could DM it, and we can just have them and everyone be characters, and that way
we should do a super episode. Yes.
Yeah, and just do something like that. It'd be a lot of fun. Like I miss playing. We've been talking about playing with our friend Fowler, and getting something together. But speaking of like meeting friends from online and doing that sort of stuff, this weekend we hung out and we met friends from the internet again, which is like
we did.
Yes, we did.
It always seems to work out really well for us. Like recently, we've been like batting 1,000 with this, right? Like I mean, like
pretty much like we.
Shush.
We did. I think it's because it's like there's like this super vetting process where these like. The people we do end up meeting are the ones that are just like ride or dies, like we're all friends, like super tight online already, and then it's just translates perfectly well into real life somehow, and it's awesome.
I mean, 100%. So this weekend we got to hang out. Our friend Chris Cotta on Twitter went and stayed with you, and he and his wonderful wife.
Yes, we got to meet Chris and his beautiful and wonderful, kind wife.
We really enjoyed having them.
They were amazing.
Yeah, they were really sweet, right? Like it was so much fun. And Steven, I realized this weekend that our superpower is familiarity, like comfort, right? Like, don't you feel like people always
we use it?
Well, it's like people like, I feel like people become best friends with us like real fast. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, as soon as they come over, like, I felt like we all just had like really good conversations and we're hanging out, and I had so much fun playing music and like singing specifically with Tina.
Specifically with Tina. I believe we did some singing together.
You sang as well.
KT definitely participated.
Oh, she did.
I was participating.
She did. I was very
vindicated. Okay.
Oh yeah, it was fun. But that was such a good time.
I was gonna say, I feel like I 100% second this, because that's what drew me into like your show in general. Was just like I watched an episode and was like, oh yeah, I would be best friends with these people if I didn't live in Vermont.
Yeah. And now here you are.
And
I said when I got on this mic, I wake up in the morning and I just possess. I was kidding. But no, like I think what it is too is because like Anthony and I always used to like joke about it, like just like so many, like there's so many, like, and I'm not trying to say we're unique in any way. There's just, you encounter so many NPCs in the world, and that's totally fine. But then like when you meet someone that just has even something remotely interesting to say, it's like cling. Like I need to talk to somebody that has something to say. It's awesome.
It's nice to just meet like genuine people,
kind people.
Yeah,
100%.
And I think especially with where like social media is and like content creation and stuff like that, now I feel like there's like have you heard of the content creator accent? That's like a thing, like the content creator accent. I feel like there is like a certain cadence that people have adopted now due to social media and things like that. And so when and especially I'm a hairstylist, so I spend a lot of time in conversation with people, and I've noticed over the past like 5 years, especially, conversation has become challenging.
Yeah.
100%.
I know exactly.
It's very, very different.
Yeah.
So it is really nice to just meet people that you can just vibe with and
Yes.
talk to and get along really well with. Yeah.
It was like pleasant the whole time, and they got to go visit like Sanibel Island and a lot of cool spots. They didn't see the birds that they came to see specifically, but they saw a lot of awesome birds. So,
but yeah, it was so much fun. It was so great to see them, and it's so nice. And like, yeah, Tina, I totally agree with that. I know exactly what you mean. And you know what's funny? Like, I kind of feel that with like work friends at my job, where it's like, you ever notice there's like that like threshold where it's like everyone's this kind of weird like tone, and it's like, okay, here we are again. And they're like, just like, you're working hard or hardly work. And you have like that like really stupid tone for a while. And then you meet your people and you kind of like break through that a little. And you're like, can we just talk? Can we talk? Can we talk about stuff?
Can we take the mask off for just a second?
Yeah. And it's so interesting. And like, that's the whole, that content creator voice is really interesting to think of because it's funny. Like, I think about that when we're doing the show all the time, because I'm like, when I tell like stories, I've always gotten like really excitable, and I like telling stories. I'm like, oh my god, this happened to me, and it's like, I talk. But then it's like, sometimes I'm like, oh man, is that too much for the audience? Is this not? And then I hate becoming conscious of that when we're doing this so much.
It's so funny because that's just the way you tell stories in real life.
It is. It is. It is.
But they replicated you. They made a fake version of what you do.
Yeah.
But it's real. Yeah. And it sucks because like, I'm like, oh, I don't want anyone to think I'm like fake, but that's exactly what happens. I'm just like, crap. Okay. Well, like, let's just talk about our real lives for a second. But it's strange. And like, I'm sure it's happening more and more because of like TikTok and everything. And like, people just have a certain language and like tone, and like, it's odd. And I guess like when you meet people like Chris who are like, you find those common grounds, you can kind of like, the conversation goes from like two people just talking and like, just you hear sound vibrating back and forth to actually like harmonizing in a way where it's like, hey, our voices work together because we're meeting on a level, like this makes sense.
Mm-hmm. We're both humans.
Yeah.
It's just, the best part is just like how like naturally comforting, like how naturally comfortable it was for both parties. Like, it was just very simple. It was like two Lego pieces that were meant to snap together, Sounds
sexual and I'm into it. But the real
6 holes.
The real question.
That's what the average Lego piece. 6 holes and 6 circle extensions.
Knobs, if you will.
Knobs, if you will. Pain knobs.
Oh my god.
Oh man. So I love you guys. So but like,
you don't want to stick that up your BI, if you will.
Oh my good lord.
That was good, right?
That was good.
That was great.
That was good. Okay, where were we?
Roll credits.
That's it. Like, who needs more of an episode than that?
Episode done.
Nailed it.
Boom.
But
she stole the boom already.
I did.
I stole
it.
The episode. It's not even the
She stole the boom from me stealing the boom.
Yeah. There are so many intended boom.
There's double theft.
There are so many. This is like an Ocean's 11 movie. Like, there's so many intended boom thefts.
Boom.
Damn.
It's like a boom heist.
It's just like
boom heist.
You son of a bitch. I'm boomed. All right.
Laser Eye Steven comes in and gets the boom before any of us do.
God.
Samuel's the cheddar, and he steals the boom.
I love it.
You're not cheddar. You're some basic bitch.
You're so basic.
Oh my god. But yeah, dude, it's so cool. Like, it's so much fun to get to meet people from online, and I'm just like, I wish we had the means to just make that happen more often. Like, if we could just like, it's because it's so cool. Like, I wish, like, I want to go travel and meet all those people. And like, we have so many.
We should make a plan for California, because then we can see Sean and then go down and see Chris. And I'm sure there's other people we know that live in Cali.
I've never been to California.
I've never been to California.
Let's go to California.
Let's do it.
All right.
So it's the cool Florida, from what I hear.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah, you liked it?
That's all I have to say.
She went to Alcatraz, which is cool.
Alcatraz, yeah, I loved it.
Sorry, Alcatraz is actually a dungeon in World of Warcraft, which is a parody of Alcatraz. That's so funny. I'm like, Alcatraz.
Honestly, I think that's still one of my favorite things I've ever done, like traveling, was going to Alcatraz. It's so fun.
Cool.
What was
It's
it like?
actually pronounced Arcatraz, and the full shaman Namasort battled bravely in that dungeon.
Pardon me, sir.
Sorry.
It was cool. It's an old prison that is awesome and then kind of spooky.
It's an island, right? It's an island
you gotta
prison?
you gotta take a ferry there. It's cold to like get there, you know?
No, but yeah, I wish we could do that more often. We should go to California. We should try to get like convention seats, you know, in some other places too.
We need
like,
to try to like time like a super vacation. Like Coheed's playing. There's a convention the following day. You know what I'm saying? Like just like awesome. This like an epic like series of events that transpire.
So cool.
Let's email Claudio right now.
Oh, we're going to New Jersey in a couple weeks.
Yes,
That's
we
like
are.
A few weeks.
That's awesome.
I can't wait. I'm gonna go to Jamestown Bob's Secret Stash, Steven.
Highly recommend visiting Princeton while you're in that area, though. By the way, Princeton is like one of the cool. Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Anthony, Princeton is so freaking cool, dude.
Yeah.
Like it's like Hogwarts in real life.
Really?
It really is. I was gonna take him to Labyrinth Books because that's where I used to work. And
we went there.
We went to I actually Anthony, Labyrinth Books is where I bought the first book of One Piece. And it was like the only like non-booky book there. I thought it was funny. Like, and like we were adding to our Prince because we had this whole gag when we were when we went to Princeton. The whole like, oh, Lehigh Acres, we can sense Lehigh Acres genetics in the area. Like, keep an eye on those Floridians. We need to get them out of here. Like, Princeton's too, posh for them. Yeah, and that was one of the other jokes. He picked. All right, One Piece secured. He picked up the bait. He use
that the profile from Floridians.
Oh we also have the Pet Shop Boys and Seal.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay.
But anyways, you're going to Jersey. That's awesome. So you're gonna go to Secret Stash and everything.
Oh yeah, totally. I was gonna take
awesome.
him there. I'm gonna take him to Belmar, and my dad used to live there. So
yeah, that's gonna be awesome. I can't freaking wait. It's gonna be so much fun. Like, it's nice to get to do that kind of stuff, and I get to meet her like best friend ever. So that's gonna be great.
That's awesome.
Yeah, dude.
You get to meet her, Steven.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Yep. That's 100% who she is.
Oh my god. Speaking of that, okay, so I know someone asked the question.
Oh yeah.
Someone asked. We have a couple of questions. Someone asked a question because you made the comment that like KT was like you and like Tina was like me.
Oh yes.
So someone asked
how we basically just bang each other's best friend.
Yeah, of course we do. That's always been the dream. Wow. Mission accomplished. But okay, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. We have some cool questions from the colony. Every once in a while, it's people who watch the show or just hang out with us on Twitter, ask us random questions and they want to know more about us or just want to make us feel comfortable as they ask us awkward questions about our relationships and such. So Steven, will you hit us with the sweet questions from the colony theme?
You feel it in your soul. A little quiver in your bones. Ooh. You know the people got some questions and you got some answers, so you're gonna say yo. You reach to your right. You're fighting for your life.
Yes.
You don't know what to do. There's ostriches and painful things on the horizon because it's questions from the colony with Steven and Anthony. They're gonna answer every one of your motherfucking questions.
Amazing.
A banger.
Every time.
Instant hit.
Instant hit.
It already went platinum, guys.
I love that so much. So we let our friends and audience know that we are going to be recording with all four of us, and they had some questions for us. Let's see the sort of nonsense they ask. The first question comes from a complete stranger, KT Carlisle.
Who's that?
Who asked, when and how are you going to propose to me? Wrong answers only right now.
Right now?
It's wrong answer. It's wrong answer. Yeah, I'm gonna at some point, but I mean that's the right answer.
That's the right.
It's the right answer.
You're not understanding this exercise. Wrong answers only.
Okay, when and how, or when and I'm going to get you arrested.
This is a great plan. I love it.
I'm gonna get you arrested. I'm gonna frame you for murder.
Well, are you really framing me, or are you just turning me in for something that you know I did?
Okay, well, I wasn't gonna like. Okay, so I'm gonna murder someone. I'm gonna frame her for the murder, get her on trial, dress up like a lawyer, mustache and all, and then I'm gonna call someone
Fake
to the
hands.
Oh yeah.
What's so funny is we catch him in other shows as a lawyer, and I can't take him serious at all.
God.
Oh my
He
god.
is Charlie's uncle.
Yes, forever.
So I'm gonna get an expert witness in like blood splatter to like go up on the stand. I'm gonna ask them some questions, and they're gonna be like, "It was a ring of blood," and I'm gonna be like, "A ring? What do you mean, like this?" And he's gonna be exactly like that, and then I'm gonna look at you, and you're gonna be like, "Oh my god, it's him!" And I'm gonna rip off my mustache, and you're gonna see my like a lesser mustache beneath it, and I'm gonna ask you. If
The glue doesn't rip off his actual mustache too. It's like this really awesome glue.
Really good glue.
I cried a little.
Yeah,
I'm really looking forward to this.
Okay, let's see. So, next question we have is from Issa, who said, "One of you wants to watch a horror movie, and the other one is a pansy. What is the solution?" Tina, can you guys answer that? Like, what if one of you wanted to watch a movie that was like a scary movie, and the other one just like
this is what we do. We do have a solution. This is what we do. We watch it in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
With all the lights on.
Okay.
And the really scary parts, Steven watches it first. And then all those other things. And then the really scary parts, he fast forwards through them and just tells me what happens.
I like that.
That's one way. Or I just adopt my personality to watch less horror movies. It's like Mega Man, like super fighting robot.
Yeah.
And then, I just don't watch as many horror movies anymore. I was never a huge fan of the genre to begin with, so it was very easy for me to just not watch horror movies that came out. I do still want to see the vampire. What's that vampire one that just came out? The little girl.
Oh, Abigail.
Now, would you say that's more action horror, or would you say that's more scary?
No, it's action comedy horror. Like it's barely.
That's what I figured. It's like violent, but like
it's more violent. It's not scary. It's not scary at all.
Yeah.
Like, it's funny.
That's what I figured. It's like they take a girl hostage, and their victim is actually a vampire. So
yeah, I feel like it depends for me because I love a thriller.
Yeah, she likes thrillers. She likes to be titillated. She doesn't like to be.
I just don't like to be scared.
And I'm not really a huge fan of like the grotesque horror genre, like Terrifier or any of those movies anyway.
I hate pop-outs.
That's how we do it. How do you guys both love horror movies though, right? So I mean,
you just watch them.
Yep.
We just
in the dark.
Yeah.
In the dark by myself.
Yeah, we each
we don't even we go separate
rooms.
ways. We don't like to be together because it makes us less scared.
Yeah,
Who wants
because
that?
it's less scary.
We don't watch movies.
We each go into separate rooms, play a different horror movie, and then tap the wall at weird times to scare each other while we're watching something.
We want to
really get our blood going. So.
Oh my gosh. All right, let me see. So Trips T Titan asks, since Halloween has a lot of monster theming, how about some digital monsters? What do you know / love about Digimon? Which partner / Digimon represents you or is your favorite? Okay, first of all, I know Digimon, digital monsters. I remember the show a little. I didn't watch it. I wasn't into Digimon at all.
So I was definitely Team Pokemon from the start, and would hate on Digimon.
Trip said, if you're blanking, I'll accept Pokemon or some other stuff.
I will say,
I know Pokemon.
I always loved, and please forgive me if I butcher any of these names because I don't remember Digimon super well.
Mm-hmm.
I know like Greymon and stuff like that, but like I think it was Angemon. I think it's like there's like this little cute little like Eevee looking Digimon, and like when it digivolves, it just becomes like this heroic badass and angel warrior. It doesn't even make sense. It's so cool, and that like shift of form I always thought was really cool. I think it's Angemon, but I could be wrong. I know all of their names end in Mon.
Okay,
I just
Tina,
there was some cool designs. I'm not gonna.
What's your favorite Digimon?
Tina, what's your favorite Pokemon?
My favorite Pokemon is probably Axio.
That's a good Digimon.
She likes Axio. He's a cute little dragon.
Just add Mon to the end of it, and it's
Axumon.
Axumon.
See, we nailed it. I'm pretty
Axumon Digivolve to. What's the second one? I can't remember its second form now. Fracturemon.
Yeah.
Fracturemon Digivolves to Haxorusmon.
I like RoboCop.
Digimon.
Got a Digimon.
It's you in the digital world. Your creatures will like digitize and defeat the bad guys. You teach me and I won't learn because I'm a program. Digimon.
All right.
love you. I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings. Digimon is great. Different strokes for different folks. I'm not knocking Digimon. I know Digimon has a solid fan base.
So Fowler, our good friend Fowler asked, "How accurate?" This is the one. How accurate would Tina and KT say that Tina is the female version of Anthony and KT is the female version of Steven? How accurate is that? We are wearing the
I
same.
feel like it's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been compared to Anthony for the past like 18 years. Like even before Steven and I were dating, Sarah told me like you and Anthony are so much alike.
Yeah, these hips don't lie.
Oh my god.
Exactly. We're clearly identical.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you guys got that like silly, cute quirkiness to
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
know?
see, and like, yeah,
100%.
because Anthony and Tina will get to brass tacks if need be, and I'll be there
Very
to
direct.
I'll be there to round out those edges, baby. Like, oh no, it's all good. She loves you. She like it's just, she's just being a silly goose. She's like, no, Steve, no. She's smooth. She's smooth with a V. It's all good. But then when I need it, when people know that Steven's too nice, Tina's like, get the hell out of here. And Anthony does the same thing.
Mhm.
But that's just like the tip of the iceberg stuff. There's a lot of similarities and
It's funny because my best friend Jack is a lot like Steven, and her husband is exactly like me. Like in almost in a weird way. Like
That's the
Junior and
formula.
I are exactly alike. It
It's
is
the
it's
formula.
the formula. We figured it out.
Yeah. You love your best friend. That's
Totally.
perfect. Okay, so Fowler also asked couples vacation. Where are you headed? Like, what's something you'd
Well,
like
I
to do?
think
We're going
we
to
all
New
just
Jersey.
decided-
California,
Oh, we're going to
obviously.
California as a group. California.
If money weren't like a factor, I feel like Coheed Cruise would
Oh,
probably
man.
be the
Coheed Cruise is next year, but money is a factor. But that's actually a really good idea.
Yeah.
We
Guys,
get someone to watch all Atlas, Chase, and Cambria. We just throw them all somewhere, and then
we could do, oh, by the way, I just signed Atlas up for karate.
oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah,
And
Atlas.
he's been playing Dragon Ball. Dude's gonna be doing Kamehamehas in no time.
Oh yeah,
It's
dude.
gonna be bananas.
Oh, I can't wait. It's gonna be so funny.
Which, by the way, we should get Sparking Zero for Atlas for Christmas because he's getting a PS5 for Christmas.
Oh,
Yes, he is.
awesome.
All right, let's see. Okay. Tyler is writing, says, burglars break in. You have a Colt pistol and a rather large letter opener as starting weapons. Who gets which?
Okay, first of all, I don't have a Colt pistol. I
No,
have a
you
Glock
no,
9.
no, you don't. You don't. You don't. You
And I
don't.
got 2 AK. If you want my answer, I would give Tina the Colt pistol because I feel like with just sheer brute force alone, I can make a letter opener do a lot of horrible things.
There you go. Okay,
I'm taking the Colt pistol.
sure. Okay, now listen. As you hand over the weapon,
She's like Robin with like the guns.
Yeah.
I'm doing this.
she really
So
is.
much.
She really is.
You're trapped in here with me, burglar.
Love you. Okay. There's a second part of this. As you hand over the weapon, the door shifts open and reveals not merely intruders, but your worst nightmares. Decide what is each other's nightmare.
Oh.
Ooh.
Let's
Tina's
see.
nightmare
There's
would be
not.
the room would suddenly shrink and we would be like in a very tight space. That's what would happen. Like her
Ooh.
nightmare wouldn't even be a tangible thing. It would just be the entire atmosphere of what we were fighting. And then the thing we'd be fighting would be whatever she thinks my nightmare would be.
True that. I don't know. I feel like you're not like we would just all of a sudden be up high somewhere.
We are high and in a tight room. Doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't make any sense.
Can't really do much to that with the gun.
I don't like sea creatures.
That's why. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm sitting here trying to think of my own fears that would make sense in this situation, and trying to
I
think
feel
of
like this is a setup. This is someone trying to figure out the best way to like
Yeah.
torture murder us.
100%. We're not gonna
I'm
fall.
onto you.
Like your saw ass situation. Yeah, don't you
Well,
dare.
whatever you do, you better not bring a bag of hamburgers. That's my least favorite thing.
All
I
right.
think that what happens to Anthony is the whole house turns into a Michael's.
Oh, there you go.
Ooh.
Yeah, just all the
Yeah.
people.
And it's just unending people
There's
just
no
coming in
way out.
with the worst calls. Like
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
It's like Buffy with the mummy hand lady.
Mhm. All right, let's see. Oh, okay. Charlie Mack asked, I want to hear about your tattoo.
Charlie.
And if Steven has any, and if KT's going to wear contacts, which no, I couldn't get her to do it. I couldn't get her to wear any contacts tonight. It was I tried real hard. Yeah, so I have Madman on this arm. There's Madman. And then I have Ash on the other arm, which I can't. Yeah. Ugh. And I have Ash. Steven, do you have any tattoos?
I have 0, but let me see if I can name all of the many ones my wife has. She has a ton of tattoos.
I'm fully covered too. I can't show you any.
Yeah, she has so many. So her bottom right leg on the outside of her calf facing outward, she has a flower. That was her first tattoo. Oh, that was your first tattoo, right?
That was my first tattoo.
And it was a pink flower. On her other calf on the inside, the left calf, she has Beryl tattooed on her.
Which is
on the outside left. Yeah, it's awesome. On her outside left thigh, she has a huge Majin Vegeta piece. On her right arm is the one that's always trickiest to me. I believe she has like a braided looking cross that says let something. Yeah, I can't read that anymore.
I know it's gotten kind of shitty over the years.
All something let go.
He won't let go.
He won't let go. Then on this arm, this is the crazy arm. She has a planner like Mr. Peanut, but it's not Mr. Peanut. It's it's actually a pig with a Mr. Peanut getup.
I don't know how to do this.
You can't do it. Yeah.
You see nothing.
So she has the Mr. Peanut pig. Then she has a razor, like a straight razor on her outside of her forearm. She has almost all of the Coheed albums.
It is all of them.
All the current albums. There's gonna be another one coming out soon.
Yeah, but I left room.
You left room. So she has each, because every Coheed album has a logo, and she has every logo going up her arm.
No.
Then next to that, she has somewhere in the middle there, she has a Prize Fighter Inferno tattoo. It's that coffin with the clouds. Then above that, she has the Dragonfly. Then above the Dragonfly, she has Mikey's Memorial. And then above Mikey's Memorial, she has the a skeleton like breathing in.
That's cool.
Like all these like flower petals, and it's the Ezekiel, right? Yeah. What's the passage?
25:17. Path of the righteous man is beset. But no, I'm sorry.
You missed 3.
I missed 3. Han, I'll get them.
Okay.
Oh, you got the Simpsons shared tattoo with your brother. You have the sniper still.
I have,
and you have that 13 heart tattoo on your back shoulder.
Good job.
Yep.
He did so good.
I explore that body, motherfuckers.
Oh my god. I have 3 tattoos. I have a octopus holding a like quill pen on my back that my dad drew. Yeah, the artist did such a good job.
I love octopus.
That one's really cool.
Yeah. And then I have on my hip a swallow, and in the branches it says Norwegian wood. And then on my wrist I have a serotonin chemicals symbol, and it says stay positive underneath it.
I love that.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So that's what we have.
And I am nothing. I have no tattoos. I buy a lot of graphic tees and just.
Steven has commitment issues.
Yeah. That's fair. That's why I drew this little smiley face on my leg. I was scared of that. I was scared of the commitment issues.
Oh my gosh. You're so funny.
That's what it was. That's what it was. I literally, so for those of you who don't know, I have a secret third tattoo on my leg right now. And it's, I was afraid that like, I was like, what if I want to wash off the ink and I freak out? So I was like, I think I can handle like a few little dots. So I did some dots and I still have them. You see?
Yeah.
So anyway, let me see. Stew World Order, which by the way, go check out Stew's podcast. KT and I were both on it separately not too long ago, which is kind of cool. But let's see. Stu asked top 5 horror movies of all time, each of you. I think that's too many for each of us. So like let's just say like top whatever you feel like saying. Like you just like any horror movies that come to mind.
I think
American
go ahead.
American Werewolf.
By all means, no.
The better one. The one with
Actually, I was gonna say American Werewolf in London. That was like the first like thing that got me into horror movie.
No, yeah, that movie is. It's like such a simple classic. That transformation still hasn't been topped.
That transformation sequence. Yeah, absolutely.
Not even fair.
Then like the Lost Boys. Yeah. Lost Boys is up there. I mean, it's not really a horror movie, but it is. 13 Ghosts.
I was going to say that.
It's a good one.
That's a good answer.
It's It's such a fun movie, dude. Like, I was actually thinking about that movie the other day. I'm like, they really didn't need to drop that much lore about every ghost, but they did for some reason. And like, yeah, it's just a really fun horror movie. Like, it's creepy, but it's cool, and
there's boobs in it.
And Monk's in there. So I mean, it's just a good time for all to have. That's about. You got any other horror movies?
I mean,
No, you're
I think
good.
you about covered them.
Okay. KT, I know you got some horror movies.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, like I like horror movies that like really really scare the crap out of me, and it's hard to do. And the only one I can really think of in the past, like in recent history, was Hereditary, and I really want to see that again just to like make sure that it still does. But I love The Exorcist because that was like
Yeah, The Exorcist, sure.
Yeah, that was another one where like it really scared me when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And then like as I got older, I just like would watch it with my dad all the time because that was his favorite horror movie of all time.
Like the OG just has that like real.
I like Carrie.
Yeah, well, like that's like that
Carrie's
old, like the old horror. I feel like is true horror, right? Like I'm not trying to be like, but like that's just like those movies that are just like the whole movie makes you feel uneasy. It's not like there's a pop out or there's just. It's just the whole concept itself is uneasy and unsettling, and you just journey further into the hole is what those movies make you feel, you know? Like the later Exorcist, though, I will say, is it New Beginnings with the Africa? Was that what that was? The hyena death scene gets me I mean, that I remember seeing it in theaters, and like that little kid getting killed by hyenas was pretty intense. And I'm like, ugh, this movie's that's when I decided I didn't like horror anymore. I was like, this isn't really for me.
This isn't for me.
Movies are about laughing and having fun, not watching little kids get ripped up by hyenas.
Yeah. All right, let's see. We have Broken Witch asks, what is the scariest thing about your significant other?
Sometimes when he's sleeping, he like stops breathing a little bit.
Oh God, that is terrifying.
And that makes me feel scared. Does that count? Is that
I think it's supposed to be
did I understand the assignment?
That definitely loophole counts. I think what they're trying to say is like more of like a frightening quality or something.
Oh, okay.
But I'll say that the sleep thing counts.
I think it counts.
I think it counts.
Something that you do that scares me.
Exist.
No, I'm not scared of you at all. It's hard to be scared of her because she's a full foot shorter than me and a clear 100 or so pounds less than me. Like she would literally have to stab me super well in my sleep. Like she would have to hit like
super well.
Like it would have to be a critical spot instantaneously because, you know, I don't know. You don't really scare me. She has this face. she has this face that she makes where I know I did something and I don't know what it is. And then what I end up doing is damning myself and trying to decipher what the face means. I end up just digging my own hole and burying myself in it before anything ever comes of it. So I think that's about it though. I'm not afraid of my wife at all. There's nothing that she does that scares me.
Okay, wait, what do I do that scares you? Do I do anything? What do I do?
Well, you do
it's probably like the bodies that we have to bury every night, Anthony. That would spook me out. You know, Tina got used to it, but
I love those bodies. They hit the floor and then my backyard. Yeah. I wear my long legs.
You wear your long legs quite a bit.
I have too long of legs. Yeah. She doesn't like them.
That's not true.
Anthony is a clean 12'3", just so we know.
Yeah.
Like, he has zero hand coordination though, so he couldn't play basketball, but like he is like stupid tall, like
crazy tall.
Ridiculously tall.
Yeah, I don't like.
What about me? What do I do that scares you?
What do you do that scares me? Oh my gosh.
What about me scares you?
Look, I don't want to get like cheesy. Like, you know, I've been hurt before, okay? Like, what do you want from me? What do you want from me straight up? What do you want from me, Broken Witch on the internet? Like, I love you, but also like, yeah, it's tricky for me. It's tricky for me to fall in love with people, okay?
Hey.
Yeah, it's not you, but that's not her. That's not fair. That's me. I'm scared of me. Let's see. I'm trapped in here with me.
That would be crazy. Like the door opens up, it's just you. It's like, oh fuck, I knew it was gonna be you. Yeah, of course you did.
Just the worst.
All right, so the last person who asked a few questions that are all aimed at hurting us. They want to cut to the core of us. I don't know why, but Kyle Oathout, why I don't know why you hate me, but we're gonna go for it anyway. You guys ready? Let's go.
Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted. We can do this. We're people. All right, you ready? What's the hardest conversation you have regularly, and how do you have it?
I would say lately, the most consistently difficult thing that we've been going through is our kids and how one of us is reacting to them in a moment. And that literally goes like both ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they're both getting to ages now, and they're both, especially, I'm not like, she's beautiful and wonderful, but it's just the age. Cambria is starting to get a little bit more hormonal, and she's just, her emotions are everywhere and then nowhere. So it's so hard because it's like she cares about so many things, but then doesn't care about anything. You know what I'm saying? So it's so hard to navigate, and it pushes, I mean, with work and everything, it pushes both of us to the limit. And we've desynced a couple of times while parenting them. And I would say that's probably the hardest thing that we've really been going through. But it's not even that. I mean, we definitely get through it, but that would probably be the hardest thing as a couple.
I agree. Yeah. I mean, I feel fortunate because we are very much open to each other's perspective. Like, I trust him, so I know if he tells me like you need to go cool down, that like that needed to be said.
Yeah.
You know, so it really never causes like a significant like argument between us, but there are times where like we need to sit down and like really communicate about how to handle this type of situation moving forward. And I think that's really with anything though, you know, anytime in any relationship, like kind of have to plan for, well, if this happens, how do we handle it? How do we deal with it? You know?
Yeah. Just nothing works. It's like, I don't know how to punish her, because it's like she leans into apathy when you try to take things from her.
Yeah.
She just leans into apathy and acts like it doesn't bother her. And
you know what Atlas does that's the worst in those situations? Where he makes it worse on himself, where he's like, I just won't have anything. I'll go to bed. And I'm like, I didn't say that. Wait, what? And I'm like, how are you doing this? Wait, stop it. No. And he's like, I don't have to watch a movie tonight. I don't want to watch anything tonight. And he's just like, he becomes Lydia Deetz. And I'm like, wait.
He becomes Lydia Deetz.
Yeah. I was like, his life is one big dark room. You know, I'm just like, okay. And like, I don't want you to be that. And then I start like being like, I'll give you gifts. Like, I don't know. I'm like, how did you do this? But yeah, dude, I know what that's like.
You magician.
It's so strange how that happens. Well, what's like our hardest conversation is probably we want to live together, but like Atlas is really afraid of dogs.
And I have 2 dogs.
She has 2 dogs. And so like that's something that like we're working through, and like it's also one of those weird things that like you can't really fix until you fix it, you know? Like we have to live together and make it work.
Yeah.
And you know, so
it's like the anticipation of it is what like because like I like when we were at your house, and like I see how like he hyperventilates, and Sam's not doing like anything, and I'm like, oh god, what's he gonna do when he's like living with Blue, who's like, you know, he's not a bad dog, but he's a loud dog, like so I'm just like, I don't know, I don't know what to expect. So I'm just like, that's like one of those things that I'm like, I freak my own self about, and I know that I do that because like, I don't know, maybe this is just because of like what I just got out of, but it's like if things don't go perfectly, I'm like afraid that like I'm gonna get blamed for something or like whatever, and like I know that you're not gonna do that.
I know.
But it's like those residual triggers.
100%. Yeah. And
they're like inactive landmines, like on like your future. You know what I'm saying? You're literally walking and they could just go off whenever.
Yeah. And that's another thing is like, you know, I have that. I have some of those like residual like insecurities of like, oh my God, are you just gonna like leave? You know, we've been talking about like been talking about me quitting my job and stuff. And like, you know, we're trying
That's another thing that we've like talked about a lot. It's like, I wouldn't call it like a difficult conversation, but it's like, it's one of those things where like I can tell it's like he's very cautious about it.
Yeah, of course.
And I totally respect and understand that. But like I wouldn't, like, I didn't do it to someone who deserved it. I wouldn't do that to you. Like, just like abandon you and like leave you high and dry like that. That's ridiculous.
but it's scary. It's just one of those like things that we're trying to, that you have to work through, and there's, just have those conversations. But I think we're doing a pretty good job with it.
Hell yeah, we're killing it.
You guys are doing amazing.
So, what's the easiest conversation you have regularly? Everything else? Like,
Everything else,
literally, like Tina and I really don't bump heads ever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I hate to be like, oh, we never fight, but like we really just don't.
And honestly, we don't really have, like, we don't have to really talk about our day because we like pretty much
literally talk all day.
We literally talk all day long, like
all
via
day.
text and everything. We're never like out of contact with one another.
yeah. Yeah, it's
my
funny,
favorite thing because like we'll talk through text like all day long, but every so often he'll like randomly call me in the middle of the day, and I'm like, hi.
I love that
so much. It's the best.
And then even when she's like working a full shift to create, like I'm with the kids all night or something, like on her way home, I hear everything about the salon. And then by the time she gets home, I'm like, well, I guess we'll watch something because we're all caught up. Everything's up to date. We've already been through the last time on Dragon Ball Z filler, so let's do this.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, because obviously we met at a long distance, and we had a lot of video dates and stuff. And I expected like once you were closer, we would just like we talk a little bit, and it would be different. But like we still send each other Instagram videos all day, every day. Like, we see each other every single day, but we still send constantly just videos.
All day texting.
Back and forth.
All day video messages.
I didn't expect that
all day
at all.
Talking.
Like, it's fun. I love that. Let me see. All right, what is an argument you two have that you think is unique to you?
Oh, I got one right off rip. It's not even really an argument, but so Tina hates when I eat tortilla chips from the bag.
I really do.
She'll be like, and like I've seen her like passively try to get it like to not be an issue. She'll be like, hey babe, I can grab you a bowl. I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna keep reaching into this bag.
The crinkling of the bag, like
she hates it.
It's just like, I just have a thing with like noises in general. I really do. I'm just one of those people. I don't like the way certain things feel. I don't like
100%. I relate to that.
It really is something that like if he catches me on the wrong day, like I really get frustrated.
She'll start with like this. I'll be eating, I'll hear.
Because I know it's a ridiculous thing to ask him, like, don't eat chips right now.
So
I know that.
I literally have like a whole like slow reach into the bag, trying not to hit any crinkles, Indiana Jones style.
No, he doesn't.
And then for me, when Tina sneezes,
he gets really mad at me when
I don't get mad.
I can't help it.
And I've also learned, but guys, you don't understand. She literally like summons like a choir of angels to screech as loud as they possibly humanly can to get the sneeze out of her nose, and it startles me. So I don't get mad at her, but you know how like when you get startled, you get kind of like weird and anxious and like annoyed, and like you have to like recalibrate your brain because it's like your body just kicked into like fight or flight, and you're like, oh, she just sneezed. Why do you sneeze like that? Like.
That's amazing.
I mean,
like he's gone as far to tell me he's like learned behavior. You can control that. I'm like,
well, because she's using her vocal cords. Like you don't have to go.
I do not. He's so dramatic. I do not. But
wait for it. It'll happen. I'll tickle it. I'll tickle her nose next time.
They're painful. It's painful to sneeze like
that.
The
only reason why I said it was learned is because her dad does a variation of it.
This is my theory. I think I come from a family of small sinuses, and
possible.
To have to sneeze, you gotta force it out.
I mean, she could join a post-hardcore band. I'm not even joking with these screams.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I don't think we have any little argument things yet, do we? Like, do we really? Can you think of something?
I mean, we're like on the opposite.
This is the debut
of the political spectrum, and I wouldn't say we like argue about it, but we definitely have our
I think we have really good conversations though.
Oh yeah, we have some really.
I think it's cool to be able to disagree and not argue.
Yeah,
we're really good at that.
We're really
honestly
like we nail that.
100%. I'm so like we have like anytime something like that happens though, we always kind of stop and we're like, This is cool.
Yeah.
Like this is cool because it's like we're having like a
If only the world. If only the
Yeah.
world could somehow do this.
Where it's like, yeah, because it's true. Like
Yeah.
we have like these really good conversations.
We
Like,
really
yeah,
do.
we agree on.
I
most-
have a question, and you can cut this out if you want. This is really just like my curiosity as your friend. Do you find in those conversations that either of you end up like sort of changing your own opinion a little bit based on what the other is saying at all?
Well, I think that at the core of it, we agree on all the like fundamentals, and then there's all these like erroneous things
yeah,
that we
little
both
things.
kind of get caught up in and like cling to a little bit. But at the
Sure.
end of the day, I think that we realize that A, those things are really stupid, and B, like what matters more is the fact that we do agree on most things. So it's like,
Yeah.
Sure.
Mhm.
All right, and the final question we have for the night is: what is the behavior each of you has asked the other to change that they haven't? Which seems like it's just like just targeting us to
Oh my God.
murder our
can
relationships,
I just
right?
say, what a toxic, awful thing to do to your significant other in general. Like, what the actual heck is this question?
Okay,
I
let's
think
take
we
it like
covered
this.
it with the tortilla chips and the
I think
That's
the
what
tortilla
I was
chips
gonna
and
say.
the
That's what I was
sneezing.
gonna say. Like,
And obviously, I'm still eating tortilla chips out of a bag, and she's still sneezing as loud as she possibly can. So
that's true. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh my
I
God.
would never ask you to change anything about yourself, though. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm not like,
She asked me to shave sometimes because it cuts up her face.
that's the extent
have-
of my, can you
I
change
cut her
that?
face if I shave. I cut her face if I don't.
Yeah, that's what
I-
that's essentially. I have like there's like a Goldilocks length of like scruff that I can have,
It's
and then
true.
it's like I'm trying. I
Yeah.
try to maintain it.
And what she does is she buys me all these awesome like beard things to put in, and like I do them, but I don't do them enough, and she just keeps buying more and like, you should try this. It'll make it soft. And
There was a point in time where he was consistently using this one beard butter, and like it was so soft and it didn't hurt to be kissed at all.
I think it was the lemon colored one, right?
No, it's the one you have now.
Oh, the white, the cream.
Yeah, in the black jar.
Yeah, I like,
Yeah.
and it smells like sandalwood.
It is really nice. You should
Yum.
get one.
It does make it
I'm
pretty
gonna get
soft.
some for my beard.
Nice, as you should. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't asked you to change anything, have I?
No, you absolutely haven't. I mean,
I don't
like,
think
I
so.
think, well, I've had to change a few things just because of like, because I'm from New Jersey, so our
I said
curse-
don't use that accent.
No, that's not it. No,
I actually love that you're like, okay, so the funniest thing about it.
Stop complaining about the fucking pizza here.
listen, it's fucking terrible. Except for Nino's. Nino's is great. It's
We have good
New
pizza.
Jersey
I
quality.
haven't been to Nino's in a long time.
Nino's?
Nino's has like an actual like New Jersey, New York style quality to it. I can't
Nice.
express it enough.
Yeah, it tastes like ass. I got it. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
It's good.
okay. So you want to
Okay.
throw it down? I'll be at your house in a minute.
Oh my god. But
Really, come
but-
over. Hang
Yeah,
out with
yeah, we
me.
have to let's hang
I was
out.
gonna sneeze.
So okay, so those are all of our questions. So okay, at the end of every show, we always talk about like what we're gonna do this week. What do you guys have going on this week? Not just creatively, but like what are you doing this week? What do you do with your lives?
Oh, Saturday. Well, at some point this weekend, we're probably gonna try to possibly go out and do there's a Gigantamax Gengar raid coming, and it literally takes like 30 local players. So we have to like hunt
Wow.
down people that are actually playing Pokemon Go in
It's
2024.
crazy.
But we did it like last week, and we had found like this cool, like we all went to Lakes Park, and it was really cool.
Oh,
so we
nice.
might
We met some really, really
Yeah.
great people.
and Lakes
It was
Park's
fun.
awesome. It's a pretty cool place. So we'll probably do something like that, and then we definitely have Halloween Thursday, which my Rachel and my nephews and my brother will come over, and we'll all walk our neighborhood.
Mom too. is
Her
gonna
mom's
come,
coming.
yeah.
We usually order in like food, or we do like
No,
Right.
I usually make the octopus hot dogs, which I forgot to get hot dogs. I should go to the store tomorrow.
you should.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's awesome.
so that's definitely what we're doing for Halloween. I'm sure we'll figure. And then you work Friday, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, you're working Friday. So
What do you have going on?
what you
yeah,
got
what do
going?
we have going on? What are you doing this week?
Well, on Halloween, I'm going to see my brother's show. I'm
It's gonna be
really
awesome.
excited for that. Kind of bummed I'm not going to be here for Halloween to go trick or treating and all that, but
Yeah, it's
like I'm excited to see my brother play.
Yeah.
Aside from that, I am just planning on making a big dent in this book that I've been working on. I've had like an unexpected break from work this week, so I'm taking advantage of that and just like throwing myself into this book.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
No,
That's
that's
awesome.
awesome.
Yes, girl.
Yeah. I am going to work on coloring Deathless. I am going to work on the Kickstarter for Deathless issue 3, and we're going to go sushi tomorrow, right?
Oh hell yeah!
Or are we going to? But yeah, so I'm excited to get some sushi and hang out and work on comics and stuff. We should all hang out soon again.
I'm down.
Yeah, we need to. I'm excited for Halloween though. Like Atlas is super excited with his like hilarious costume that he pieced together for Spirit Halloween.
Dope.
It's pretty funny. Like it's really cool. So I was like, oh, what do you want to be? And he's just like everything that costs money, and just like picked out random pieces. And I was like, okay. So yeah, no, he's so excited, and he's so excited for the karate or taekwondo situation.
Yeah,
I can't freaking wait for that. That's gonna start Monday, so next week I'll be able to we'll talk about Halloween.
You'll be able to update us on how day 1 and day 2 went.
Yep, exactly.
That's exciting.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to see. He's already all pumped up. So I'm just
yeah.
It's so cute.
It's so cute. I really hope I think he will. I think he's gonna stay positive because he has friends from his school there and stuff. I just don't want him to get discouraged because he can't kick as high or something. Because I'm just you're just starting. He has that problem that we have sometimes. Yeah, where we want everything to be so great the first time. We're like, no, we need a first draft. We need a second draft, or you have to
What a great opportunity for him to learn how to work through those.
Exactly.
That's literally karate and taekwondo are for.
Wonderful.
It's literally that,
Exactly.
So hopefully it does condition him.
Exactly. That's what. Yeah. So I think that would be good for him because they'll get to spend time around his friends, make more friends, kids his age, and get to learn some freaking karate stuff that he's and I get to fight him. I get to fight him and steal his belts.
Totally. He was having him practice today. He was like, "Throw things at me, Dad. Let me dodge him."
He was. He was, and it was so good. He did not dodge them.
No,
I hit him with every single thing.
He is clearly a white belt.
But
it's plushies, okay? We're not throwing plastic at the kid.
That's that's yellow belt. But
the grenades come with brown.
Oh god. But thank you all for watching. Thank you for listening. We really appreciate you, and we're thankful for you to making it this far in the video. We know we've been dipping in views lately, but whatever, that happens every year this time of year, and it's I'm not going to stress about it. What are we going to do? Soon when I, quit my job and I have more time at home, I'll be able to cut, promo stuff and do fun videos and post
this week.
I might do it this week, honestly. I'm getting to the end of my
You need to wait. What you need to do is you need to wait for your next big fuck you moment. And
that's what I was thinking.
Do it.
That's what I was thinking.
Just and then watch it never comes.
He's got to pull the Michael Scott, you have no idea how high I can fly.
Yes.
Dude, I just saw that episode and I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Fine.
Michael Scott, this biatch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true, though. Oh my god.
And definitely him with a DX suck it, because it's classic.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, please.
I'll even come in as Triple H and with my hair down. I'll be right there with you.
And then I'll be Shawn Michaels and I'll hit him with the sweet chin music.
Yes. It's definitely happening soon, though. I don't know how. But I have been. That's literally what's been on my mind, is just waiting for that moment where a customer says something to me that I'm just I'm not going to do this anymore. I don't want to ever see you again. No,
let that one customer get you paid. You be the non-employee to that customer. To lose your job level of customer dissatisfaction. And
and I don't even really want to. I don't want to yell at customers. I just want to say no. I'm not going to do this anymore. That's what I want to do. I want to be you're unacceptable in society. And I'm not going to tolerate it.
This is unacceptable. This is not how it works.
This is not how any of this works. That's that's it. I want that. I want, because I deal with those people all the time, and I kind of have to tolerate it and just put my head down and just get through the transaction. But I just want to tell them it's unacceptable. And it's not the way anyone should treat anyone. And then I don't want to yell at them or call them names or anything like that. I just want to tell them that we can do better, and this is ridiculous, and I deserve better, and I want to leave.
Yes, you do.
That's what and that's what I want to leave. I will. I will.
You will.
And then we're gonna freaking finish Deathless and Bloodlust and make a movie and finish my book and profit.
Whenever you walk away from that customer, though, you absolutely have to throw your apron off and just be like, I am on my, like just cut into like Hercules. I can go the distance and just like literally on the way out the store, still singing it. Like they can hear you as the automatic doors shut going in.
And then you ascend into the sky.
I will.
Yeah.
I will. That's why I grew these wings.
And I'll come in after, like, dude, that dude just went the distance. I can't believe it. Did you guys see that?
Yes, Hercules, this job. Okay.
Hercules.
Oh my god, that should be like a whole TikTok thing of people quitting their jobs as Hercules.
Yeah.
I am
Oh my
the
God, and you should start it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You're the trend.
but I might do that this week. We'll see. We'll show up next week and we'll see if I put in my 2 week notice.
Ooh, will Anthony quit his job?
Yeah, it's gonna happen soon though. But thank you all for watching. Really appreciate you, and we're thankful for you every week. Make sure you check out links below. I'll post KT's links, and if Tina wants to post her Twitter links, I'll put that there too. And just know that she's
a lurker. She's a lurker.
She is a lurker though. She's a lurker. but thank you so much. Until next time, I'm Anthony.
I'm Stevie Wildcard.
I'm Kate.
Oh, me. I'm T. Awesome.
And this has been We Have Issues. We'll see you next week.
All right, guys. 1, 2, 3, boom. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Boom! Boom.
Boom.
Here comes the...
No boom.
No boom.
No boom.
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 Boom,
So
boom.
wait, don't hang up yet. I want to show you something cool.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah.
I got this cool cup for my birthday, right? And
The straw used to be straight.
the straw used to be straight, and I put it in the dishwasher, and it melted. But
Now it's a
look at how
crazy
cool
straw.
it melted.
Call an ambulance, but not for me. Am I right?
Isn't it perfect? It's like the perfect.
That's so cool.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's absolutely
Heck
perfect.
yeah. It's very
I
similar.
was saying, like when I pulled it out, I was like, "Oh, that's a bummer." I'm like, "Wait, no, this is awesome.
This
This is-
is actually perfection.
improved.
It melted so perfect.
Yes.
It
Beautiful.
improved
It's a
it.
beautiful straw. All right, Anthony's got to edit this beast.
Oh, I do. And there's
Love
some
you.
silences.
I love you, yeah,
I love you
I gotta
guys.
call you.
You're both
Bye.
the best. Love you guys.